Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to talk about something kind of fascinating, the psychology of a simple wardrobe. It turns out what you decide not to wear every morning might actually be way more important than what you do. See, this isn't just about fashion. We're going to dive into how this is actually a powerful psychological tool for getting your focus and your energy back. Okay, let me ask you something. Does this sound familiar? Your alarm goes off and you haven't even had your first cup of coffee, but you already feel tired. Like a little bit drained, maybe a little frazzled. Well, you are definitely not alone, and the reason why might be a lot closer than you think.
You guessed it, that simple, everyday task of picking out what to wear, it's a secret saboteur of our mental energy. That closet, packed to the brim with options and possibilities, can literally exhaust us before we've even brushed our teeth.
And that brings us to the real heart of the issue, what we can call the daily decision drain. From the moment we wake up, we are just bombarded with choices, and every single one, no matter how tiny, adds up. Think about your brain power like the battery on your phone. Every decision you make, what to eat for breakfast, which email to answer first, what shirt to wear, it just drains a little bit of that power. And here's the thing. Our brains can only make a certain number of good decisions a day before that battery gets low and the quality just starts to nosedive.
So what is actually going on up there when we're staring into that closet totally overwhelmed? Let's get into the science of it, your brain on choices.
There's actually a name for this whole thing. It's called decision fatigue. It's a real, documented psychological phenomenon. The more choices you have to make, the more mentally tired you get. And this fatigue, it doesn't just make you want to take a nap. It actively makes your next decisions worse. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory. You can see it in the real world in some pretty shocking ways. There was this incredible study that looked at thousands of decisions made by parole judges. Now, get this. Judges hearing cases in the morning, they granted parole about 65% of the time. But by the end of the day, after making hundreds of choices, that number dropped to just 10%. Same judges, same crimes, same rules. The only thing that changed was the time of day and the level of decision fatigue. It's wild. So if all these little decisions are draining our most important resource, what do we do about it? Well, luckily, there's a really simple, really elegant fix that some of the smartest people in history figured out a long time ago. It's the uniform solution. Let me introduce you to the capsule wardrobe, or the personal uniform. And no, this isn't about being boring or uncreative. It's about being strategic. The idea is to create this small, carefully chosen collection of clothes where everything pretty much goes with everything else. You completely eliminate that morning quiz of what worked. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Some of the most successful people on the planet use this strategy. Former President Barack Obama is famous for it. He said he only wears gray or blue suits because he's trying to pare down his decisions. He needed to save that mental energy for, running a country. And then there's Mark Zuckerberg. When people asked him about his famous gray t-shirt, he said basically the same thing. He wants to clear his life of anything that isn't about serving his community, and that includes wasting energy on something as trivial as what to wear. And this isn't a new idea either, it's timeless. A report on Albert Einstein said he bought several versions of the exact same gray suit because he didn't want to waste brainpower on choosing an outfit. The list just goes on. Steve Jobs, Christopher Nolan, all these brilliant people who understood you have to automate the unimportant stuff. Okay. But this whole thing goes even deeper than just saving energy. This is where it gets really interesting. A simple wardrobe can actually help clarify and strengthen your own sense of who you are. So a uniform helps you switch from image management on the left, which is all about performing for other people, chasing trends, to identity clarity on the right. Instead of waking up and asking, who does the world want me to be today? You start with a clear, simple statement. This is who I am. It's incredibly powerful. This really breaks it down nicely. Having a capsule wardrobe speaks to these really basic psychological needs we all have. We need self-coherence, right? We want our outside to match our inside. A wardrobe that reflects our values does that. And we need a sense of control. Well, making deliberate choices about what you own, instead of just buying whatever, fulfills that need. It's about aligning your world.
So you see, there's this amazing psychological domino effect. First, it reduces your anxiety because it creates predictability. Our brains love predictability. Then that consistent look starts sending a self-signal back to you, reinforcing your own identity. And the end result? All that mental space, that cognitive bandwidth, is freed up for the stuff that really matters. Your creative work, your big problems, your relationships.
And wait, there's more.
The benefits just keep coming. Beyond all the deep psychological stuff, a simple wardrobe obviously saves you a ton of time. It saves you money because you're not making impulse buys. And it has a huge impact on the planet by helping you opt out of that incredibly wasteful cycle of fast fashion.
So when you boil it all down, this isn't really a conversation about clothes at all. It's about something much bigger. It's about designing your life and your morning for focus. And let's be really clear about something. This has nothing to do with being lazy or not having any style. It's actually the complete opposite. It's an act of profound self-respect. It's you acknowledging that your time, your focus, and your mental energy are your most valuable assets, and they are too precious to be wasted on meaningless little choices. So here it is, the big takeaway. Adopting a personal uniform or a capsule wardrobe isn't just about organizing your closet. It's a strategy. It's a tool you can use to build a protective wall around your focus, saving it for the problems, the ideas, and the people that truly, truly matter to you. Which leaves us with a final question to chew on. Your wardrobe, that's just one example. What is one small, repeatable decision in your life that you could automate starting tomorrow to win back just a little bit more of your focus for what really counts?